How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. This is, of course, a Black Lives Matter, All Cops Are Bastards, and Trans Rights supporting channel. Better be supporting that shit too, or you can get the fuck off this channel. This is Broad City, Season 2, Episode 2, Mochalatta Chills. No prediction at all for that. Mochalatta, I'm assuming, is some sort of like Starbucks drink or something. I don't know. Every time I've ever gotten Starbucks, I've had somebody else order it for me, so I don't know what Starbucks actually has. So maybe like a brain freeze thing? I don't know. Let's find out. Don't know how the hell that could be a whole episode. If you want to get the full length, check it out on the Patreon below for $4 a month. But okay, so she was using his like claw thing as a thing to hold onto a joint, like as a, what are those called? A roach clip. What a use for it! What a use for it! It's so long. Oh, it's definitely a pass around though. That would be good for that. This episode, unbelievable. So, this episode was just like, it was very similar to the one where we first saw them like at their jobs doing two stuff and stuff going wrong at their jobs. So now we got to see them progressing, quote unquote, in their jobs more, but then regressing back by the end. We got to see them do different stuff at their jobs than we've ever seen them do before. Which is interesting because we had so few episodes. It's not like it's gotten boring yet, but they're already keeping it fresh. So Alana just becomes a slave owner with the I love the line, by the way, like the I'm Thomas Jefferson, your Stockholm syndrome. Like, oh god, what a good joke. Oh, it's so messed up. Oh, it's so dark. And getting to see more of their bosses as well. Like, we've got an idea of what their bosses were like, but now they've solidified more with oh man, what is his name? Chris Gether, Todd. Like, he is more the kind of character you want to pity, as to before he felt like he might have been more the like, he is very cowardly, but he is extremely capitalist and working for this really messed up group here, because they seem like they're like telemarketers or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, he seemed like questionable before, whereas Trey before seemed like, he is supportive, he's just very ignorant. Whereas now we've completely flipped it to where, like, Trey is just Trey is an example of, it doesn't matter what you look like, you can be a Bevers. You can be the fat sack of shit the Bevers is, or you can be the musclehead that Trey is, and it doesn't matter, you can still be the same kind of person that just makes you want to absolutely strangle them. And Trey giving, what was it, $14,000 to Zac Efron's Kickstarter, which I don't know if that's real or not, but just the idea in general of something like that. And also like, oh, it was worth it, even if I didn't get to go on set and they spelled my name wrong. Somehow it's still worth it. And oh my god, what a good joke with Todd and the lineup of the girls that have to just keep on going up and saying the same thing to him. And also, actually, this whole episode's like plot with Alana was actually very tied into the cold open at the beginning, with them just going and getting free movies and stuff, which I have totally done. Not to that degree, but I have totally done the thing where you pay for one movie, you go in, and then you just you leave that movie, but you don't go out until like where the concessions are, you just slip into another theater. You gotta find one that's like just starting though, so it's hard to do. I mean, it's not hard to do, but it's you're never gonna be able to see like two of the most enjoyable movies. You're gonna be like, I'll get whatever one I can get. But it was more of a thing as like kids when you had infinite time, whereas now it's just like, I'll just torrent them. I'm glad Abby got to have one night of freedom with the house to herself. I don't know where Bevers went. I don't know if he was working out for like 12 hours straight or something. Highly doubt it. So I don't know where he went that night, but he did go somewhere. And also, I guess his girlfriend was staying down at the port for multiple days then, I assume. But yeah, Abby's life is suffering. That is really the show's, what we're getting into now, is Abby's life is just going to be constant suffering, while Alana's life is just going to be constant, everything accidentally turning out fine for her. It's not like she has all the right answers. I think she is a bad person in a lot of ways, but things just kind of work out for her. Whereas Abby is extremely self-conscious, and she is a bad person in some ways, but she is more of a good person than anything. I don't know. They have different ways of being bad people. But yeah, that seems to be what we're going to stick with here. So I'm glad she got to have one little moment of reprieve, even if it immediately went bad again. Though it must be pretty fun being able to yank those wires for Bevers and everything. But yeah, I know exactly how it feels having to put up with wearing clothes in the house when there's other people like live in the house and everything. It's annoying, but what can you do? It's other people. You gotta respect other people, or else you're gonna end up like fucking Bevers, who just walks around and doesn't care. And I'm surprised we didn't go anywhere with the Nicole girl. Like, you know, she has been the crux of the person who like hates Alana at her job, and yet nothing really happened in the end with that plot line. We didn't really do anything with it at all. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of disappointing, but aside from that, the episode was really good. All the interns were fantastic characters for just being 2-bit characters. And yeah, I guess that's it. I will see you guys for the next one. Till then, get the fuck out of here.